Well, good morning. Here it is. It's Tuesday morning. It's the first day of November. New month is before us, and anyway, I hope that you had a good Monday. We had a lot of trick or treaters coming by the house yesterday, last night, and anyway, we were able to bless them with some bags of candy, as they came by. I did it from a distance, but anyway, we survived that. And anyway, glad to wake up to the opportunities that this day has for us. And anyway, I hope that you're doing well. Hope that you rested well during the night. This morning I want to share with you a devotional entitled Are you spiritually hungry? I'm often amazed at how I can go from being not hungry at all to feeling like I'm starving 4 minutes later. It's just always amazed me. On Thanksgiving Day, for example, I can hardly wait for the big meal. And when the time for it finally comes, I can eat I eat too fast and too much. The Bible talks about a different kind of hunger, and it's a spiritual hunger. Jesus said the following in Matthew 5:6. Of course, this is in the Sermon on the Mount. He says, "Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled." A blessed or happy person will passionately desire a righteous life. You see, God wants us, to have a desperate, hunger, for righteousness, for the truth, a real passion for, spiritual things. The writer of Psalm 42, I think, described it, this way. He said, and this is in Psalm, or verses 1 and 2, it says, "As the deer pants for the water brooks, so pants my soul for you, O God. My soul thirsts for God, for the living God." When the prodigal son, was hungry, in the story of the prodigal son, he became hungry. The Bible tells us that he turned to his father. In Luke chapter 15, verses 17 and 18, it says, "But when he came to himself, he said, 'How many of my father's hired servants have bread enough and to spare? And I perish with hunger. I will arise and go to my father.'" In the same way, you see, only God can satisfy the spiritual thirst that deep within our souls. Jesus said in John chapter 6, verse 35, he said, "I am the bread of life. He who comes to me shall never hunger, and he who believes in me shall never thirst." See, only God can satisfy our spiritual hunger and thirst. Let me ask a question. Do you starve for a holy life? I mean, do you hunger for the best that God has in store for you? Because God has only the best in store for each one of us if we'll only seek Him. Here's a little secret I think that you need to know. If you live for happiness, you'll never find it. If that's all you're doing is living life to try to find that happiness in your life, you'll never find it doing it that way. But you see, if you instead will channel your energy into being holy, you'll be happy. You see, holy people are happy people because happiness is it's a fringe benefit of holiness. You see, that's why we as believers we need to strive to be holy. We need to strive to live that holy life that God intended for us in the beginning. When He made us. Sin brought about the fall and this change. We're born into sinfulness. As a result of that, And so what we need to do is when we become believers in Jesus Christ, we need to strive to live every day being holy, and God will provide the happiness for us. He'll provide everything that we need, when we are striving to live that holy life. And so I hope that encourages you this morning as you set about to go about the things that you're going to do today. And I hope and pray that you have an opportunity to share the love of Christ with someone. But anyway, remember, Angie and I, we love you guys, and we're praying for you. And Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.